How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? It's your boy Adam here, live on Couch Sports Football. We have Europa League action against two giants in world football. Manchester United taking on Barcelona here. Man City 1-1. Not happy, Saud. I bet you weren't, Saud. I bet you weren't. Did you watch the game yesterday or did you just catch the highlights? No, 3-0. You think Barcelona gonna win 3-0? You think Barcelona gonna win 3-0, Saad? Are you really gonna do this to me? You're gonna make me cry? The Barca fans are out there with their flares here today. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 2 in this tie. The question is, who comes out on top today? Who comes out on top? Eric Ten Hag saluting the fans. You have golf tonight. Take it easy, my brother Saad. Enjoy your golf. As we have Premier League action here. Sorry, Europa League action here today. Manchester United playing at home today against Europa League. Let's give you the team news. David Gea is in goal. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Martinez and Shaw are your back four. Sancho, Fred, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Weghorst and Rashford playing up top. Ilanga, Palestri, Anthony, Maino, Garnacho, McTominay, Sabitzer, Malacia, Dalot, Maguire, Lindelof and Heaton on the bench. Oh, you got it tomorrow. You got golf tomorrow. Okay. Sergio Busquets is back in this team for Barcelona. He was injured in the last game, so he's managed to get himself back in for this one. But there's no Gavi and there's no Pedri, which is huge. Huge for Manchester United. Let's give you the Barcelona team news. It's Ter Stegen in goal. Jules Koundé, Rauho, Christensen and Balde, Kessie, Sergio Busquets and Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Lewandowski and Roberto. Sergio Roberto play up top. Tomorrow 12. Woo-wee. Here we go live on Couch Sports Football. Who comes out on top, ladies and gentlemen? Is it going to be Barcelona? Is it going to be Manchester United? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. What is this kit that Barcelona are wearing? What is that kit, man? Manchester United. My fave is Robert. Manchester United in their famous red kit at home, shooting from left to right. Barcelona in their gold kit. I don't even know what that is. The referee blows his whistle. Manchester United kick off the game here with Rashford. Martinez hits the ball over the top to the side side towards Weghorst. Headed away by Frankie de Jong. Roberto out to the side side towards Balde. Then into Busquets. Take it easy, my brother Saud. Enjoy your goal tomorrow. Here we go with Rafael Varane. High up into the air. Weghorst holds onto the ball here. Can't find the pass. No free kick given. Barcelona restart the game here on this right side. With a ball out to that right side towards Koundé. Can he keep it on? Yes, he can. And Barcelona now come away with the ball. He's got Kessie ahead of him. He's got Robert Lewandowski coming short. Lewandowski backwards to Koundé. Out wide to Kessie. Kessie backwards to Koundé. And it goes out for a Barcelona throwing here on that right side. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 0. How are we all doing? What are we predicting today? Are we predicting a Manchester United victory? Are we predicting a Barcelona victory? Kessie on the ball. Koundé can't find it. Rashford just sticks a foot out. It falls to Robert Lewandowski. Christensen into Araujo. Tries to feed it into Kessie. Koundé still on the ground there. He gets back up on his feet. He did scream in agony. I think it was Luke Shaw who just got... Yeah, he just stood on his foot. Luke Shaw. Koundé getting some treatment. Erik ten Hag on the bench will be happy with the way Manchester United have been performing as of late. But he'll want to get a victory today, ladies and gentlemen. He will want to get a victory today. Luke Shaw to restart the game is Martinez here on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward here. Feeds the ball over the top. I think it's just to return the ball back to Barcelona. And it's to Sturgeon here to restart the game. Into Christensen on the right side. It's got a... Sorry, it was his counterpart, Alonso, who got on the score sheet. To Sturgeon out wide to Koundé down the right side on the halfway line. Tries to thread it in towards Lewandowski, but Casemiro's there. His pass is intercepted by Busquets, but he manages to win the ball back. Out wide here towards Bruno Fernandes. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Is this 1-0 Manchester United? No, it's not, because to Sturgeon scored. Sorry, saves. And Wan-Bissaka. Backwards to Bruno. Huge opportunity there for Manchester United. Casemiro on the edge of the box. Left foot shot is blocked. Can Varane take it off Robert Lewandowski? He does. He finds Rashford down the left-hand side, but can he get away from Kessie? Yes, he can. He gets away from Koundé, but Koundé sticks a foot out. And Rashford keeps it on the line here. Into the path of Casemiro. Floats it over the top towards Bruno, and it's overhit. And it goes out for a goal kick here on the right side. Bruno needs to score that one-on-one opportunity. Great interception by Casemiro. Feeds the first time. Pass over the top. Bruno Fernandes is onside and he's driving on the end of it, and he just couldn't find the net. And it's Barcelona who now come away with the ball. Sergio Roberto switches it out to Balde down the left hand side. Bruno Fernandes tracking back here. Goes into the path of Frankie de Jong. Into the middle finds Busquets. Now it's Roberto. Backwards to Busquets. It's Sergio Roberto now. Out to the right side towards Rafinha, who shimmies onto his left foot. And it's a shot over the bar. Goal kick. Manchester United. Rafinha was a brilliant player against Manchester United in the previous fixture. Manchester United restart here with David De Gea. Sancho into the path of Martinez. Martinez holds on to the ball here. Looking for a pass. Into the middle finds Casemiro. Casemiro being hunted down by Sergio Roberto. Sancho into the path of Varane. Varane now bringing the ball forward. Aaron Wan-Bissaka down his left-hand side. Tries to feed it into Weghorst, but it's intercepted there. And it falls to Christensen here on the right side. Being pressed by Bruno Fernandes, and it goes all the way back to the keeper here on the right side to Sturgeon to restart for Barcelona. Short to Christensen. Bruno applying the pressure. He gets away from him, and it comes out to the right side towards Balde. Intercepted there by Fred, but Wan-Bissaka can't get there. Balde wins the ball back here, backwards to Christensen. Christensen being held up by Weghorst. down the line, but it's intercepted by Casemiro. Wan-Bissaka first time into Bruno. Bruno sees Rashford on the edge of the box, left foot. He's brought down. That's a free kick. No, it's not. Referee says no. The referee says no. That's a free kick. Marcus Rashford brought down. He gets away from Kunde and Busquets. That's a foul, ref. What are you doing? That's a foul, ref. He's not having any of it. Barcelona restart here. To Sturgeon. Feeds the ball out wide towards Jules Koundé. Bringing the ball forward into the path of Rafinha, but he can't keep it in play. And it goes out for a throwing here for Manchester United down that left-hand side. In the Barcelona half, Luke Shaw steps over. Into the pass of Valverde, tries to flick it on, but Araujo is there to intercept Rashford. Keep it alive, it falls to Rafinha on the right side. He feeds the ball high up into the air. Robert Lewandowski running against Rafael Varane, and Rafael Varane just gets away from Lewandowski, using his experience there just to understand Lewandowski was going to charge down the hair, so he just turns away and gets the space. Aaron Wan-Bissaka into Fred, down the left side. Frankie de Jong comes over to cover Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Casemiro over the top, but it's intercepted there by Busquets. Frankie de Jong gets away from Fred. He's been held up here. Fred forces him to go backwards, and he goes all the way back to Araujo here on the centre circle on the right side. Into the middle towards Sergio Roberto, being pressed by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, wins the ball. Casemiro comes away with it here for Manchester United, looking for some movement. Fred on the centre circle, back to Casemiro, into the pass of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's got Bruno to his right. Valverde goes through the middle. He goes into Bruno, returns it back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but Balde's there, and he shrugs him off with ease and brings away the ball. Frankie de Jong now on the ball. Busquets backwards to Christensen. Araujo on this right hand side, bringing the ball forward into the path of Rafinha. Plays a 1-2 with Koundé. Into the middle left, finds Sergio Roberto. Frankie de Jong out to this, into Christensen. Christensen finds Kessie on the halfway line. He's got Sergio Roberto ahead of him, but he goes backwards to Christensen. First time out to Balde down the left hand side. Kessie now on the ball. Sergio Roberto through the middle. Busquets is square, but he's forced to go backwards to Christensen, and it's now Araujo on the ball here. On the centre circle, Manchester United with a glorious opportunity for Bruno Fernandes, and he hits it straight at the keeper in the first couple of moments of the game. Aaron Wan-Bissaka wins the ball back from a Christensen. Misplaced pass. Valverde makes a run in behind. Balde is tracking back. Wan-Bissaka does well to hold on to the ball, and he finds Fred. Leaves it to Casemiro, who takes it in his stride, and he's brought down by Kessie. And that's going to be a free kick, Manchester United, in the 8th minute of the game. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Kessie gives the foul away. Manchester United have a free kick midway through the Barcelona half, down this right hand side. So can Manchester United create from this? Bruno Fernandes and Luke Shaw step over this free kick. Bruno Fernandes missed a glorious chance when it was 0-0 early in the game. Can he create here and make up for it? Araujo with the header away from the free kick. Wan-Bissaka into Casemiro on that left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka makes overlapping run. Sancho first time into Wan-Bissaka, who's 1-on-1 against Busquets. He goes round the outside, gets himself into the box, tries the back post, but there's no one there, and it goes out for a goal kick. Now, obviously on his weaker foot with the left foot, but he did the job and got away from Busquets. Just couldn't tee it off to a Manchester United player. And Barcelona restart here on the 9-minute mark. Here we go with Araujo. Out to the left side towards Balde. Can he keep it in play? He does on the halfway line. Bruno is there. He gets away from him. And he tries for Fred's there to win it back. Balde wins it off him. And he tries to the ball over Lewandowski. And Kessie, and Fred brings him down. Free kick. Manchester United here on this left-hand side. Manchester United nil, Barcelona nil here on Couch Sports Football. 10 minutes played. Now Barcelona have a free kick in a similar position to where Manchester United have it. They do have Robert Lewandowski for aerial threat. They've got Christensen, they've got Araujo. De Jong and Rafinha step over this. Is it going to be a cross or is it going to be a shot? Rafinha might take it left on the wall. We saw Hannibal Mejri do it. No, he doesn't. He goes for the cross, but Casemiro's there to clear it. And Sancho just heads it down the line. And his friend now tries to return it back to Sancho. But it's over here and it goes out for a throwing here on this left hand side for Barcelona. 11 minutes played. Frankie de Jong backwards to Kessie. Kessie holds onto the ball here. Into the path of Araujo. Araujo to Christensen on the right side. Christensen bringing the ball forward here for Barcelona. Lewandowski coming very short to pick up the ball. Araujo now on the right side in the Barcelona half. Goes short to Christensen. Feeds Pedri in the middle. Sergio Roberto in the middle. Busquets goes back to Araujo. Out to the left hand side towards Balda. Aaron Wan-Bissaka applying the pressure, forcing him to go backwards. Christensen being pressed by Bruno, and it goes all the way back to Sturgeon here. And Sturgeon will restart the game here. Down the line by the Barcelona keeper, Robert Lewandowski. Sergio Roberto tries to flick it on. Robert Lewandowski into Balde on the left hand side, back to Lewandowski. And it's now Christensen on the ball. Into the path of Araujo on the centre circle. 12 minutes played. Manchester United nil, Barcelona nil. Kessie on the ball here on the right side. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Goes backwards to Koundé. Tries to thread it into Sergio Roberto. Casemiro's there, but his pass is intercepted by Kessie. Tries to return the pass, but Martinez is there. And he clears it away. And Manchester United win a free kick here on this left-hand side in their own box. A bit of a late challenge there by Sergio Roberto. Martinez is brought down. Manchester United restart here with Rafael Varane. Out wide here to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno, first time on the top towards Sancho's making the run behind, intercepted by Busquets. Weghorst wins the ball. Rashford will bring it under control. 1-on-1 against Koundé down the left hand side. A couple of step overs. Rafinha's tracking back. He gets away from Koundé. Gets himself into the box. But Busquets is there doing what Busquets does. And it goes out for a corner down that left hand side for Manchester United. 13 minutes played. Manchester United nil, Barcelona nil. Luke Shaw to take the corner down that left hand side. Shaw to Fred. Fred returns it back to Luke Shaw. Is he onside? We'll have to wait. Goes backwards to Fred. Fred first time into the box, headed away by Robert Lewandowski near post. And it's now Sancho on the ball on the halfway line. Manchester United restart. Sancho over the top to Luke Shaw down the left hand side. He's got Balde for cover. 1-on-1 against him into Rashford. Rashford on the edge of the box. Tries to go down the outside of Balde, but Balde does well to win the pullback and threads it into Lewandowski, being held up by Varane. He's forced to go backwards. Luke Shaw is there, so is Rashford, but nearly intercepted by Weghorst, and he finds the pass out wide to Balde. Tries to feed it in, but Varane is there. And Lewandowski finds Busquets, who tries to flick on towards Roberto, but Bruno's there. And De Gea will just hit it down the line, high up into the air. And Sturgeon will restart here on the shine side. Manchester United nil, Barcelona nil here on Couch Sports Football. Barcelona have the ball here with Balde on the halfway line into the middle towards Kessie, and Kessie goes all the way back to Sturgeon here outside of his own box. Frankie de Jong now on the ball. Gets away from Bruno with ease, and he drives into the centre circle. Kessie now in the Manchester United half. He's got two options down the right side. He picks out Rafinha. Koundé makes a rapid run. Returns it back to Kessie. Out wide to Koundé. Good football here by Barcelona. Back post is headed away by Rafael Varane. Bruno will try and get the head up. Oh, and what is Bruno doing? Bruno brings him down in the box, and it's a penalty. What? Bruno's having a shocker so far. Bruno Fernandes there bringing down Balde in the box, and Barcelona have a penalty here. What is he doing? What is he doing? There's no need to bring him down. There's no need to touch him. There's no need to do anything like that. 15 minutes played. Barcelona have a penalty here. Manchester United nil, Barcelona nil, 16th minute into the game. Robert Lewandowski steps up to take the penalty on the 16th minute of this game. Bruno Fernandes, what are you doing? Is he still thinking about that one-on-one opportunity that he missed? Absolute shocking defending there by Bruno Fernandes, taking him down in the box. Penalty here for Barcelona. It's currently 2-2 in the tie. So penalty gives Barcelona the driving seat. Robert Lewandowski steps up, has eyes for goal. David De Gea, let's see what he can pull off today. Can he pull anything off? Bouncing on the line. Xavi looks on. Robert Lewandowski waits for the referee's whistle. The referee blows, looks to the ball, looks back at the keeper, back at the ball, shimmies to his left, goes to the ball, dinks. Oh, and it's nearly saved by David De Gea, but the power behind it puts it into the back of the net, and it's Manchester United nil, Barcelona 1. Aaron Wan-Bissaka there having a word with the referee. Manchester United nil, Barcelona 1. So they're celebrating the 1-0. Manchester United nil, Barcelona 1. Ter Stegen now restarts, 20 minutes played. High up into the air, headed on by Casemiro. Martinez against Rafinha. Martinez wins the header, and Busquets bring the ball, and the controller gets away from Jadon Sancho and lays it into the path of Roberto, and Fred brings him down. Lewandowski wins it back, but it falls to Busquets. Here we go, Kessie tries to feed Robert Lewandowski, but Luke Shaw is there, and David De Gea gathers it in his hands here on this left-hand side. Manchester United nil, Barcelona 1, 3-2 here on the aggregate. Wan-Bissaka to Varane. Varane being held up by Sergio Roberto, backwards to Wan-Bissaka. Fred into Casemiro, back to Fred, into Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United trying to play out their own half. Weghorst brings the ball under control. He's brought down by Araujo, free kick. Manchester United here. Fred now on the ball here on this left-hand side. Martinez floats the ball out to the side towards Bruno. Bruno, first time shot. It's straight to the hands of David De Gea. Sorry, into Ter Stegen and Bruno. Barcelona will restart here on the right side. Araujo here on the right side. Feeds the ball high up into the air towards Lewandowski. But it falls to Balde here on the left side. Bruno's tracking back. Balde holds onto the ball here. Backwards to Frankie de Jong. Into middle left finds Roberto. Backwards to Christensen. Araujo. Into middle finds Busquets. Out wide to Kunde. Down that right side. Kunde now bringing the ball forward. Into the path of Kessie, who's behind Luke Shaw. Gets himself out wide to Kunde. Kunde. Rafinha into the box, but it's blocked. Busquets keeps it alive. Kunde now on the ball here. Into Rafinha down the right side. Kunde makes all up and run. Rafinha finds Kessie on the edge of the box here. Kessie tries to get away from Fred, and he does. He goes on the outside. He's got Bruno for cover. Balde down the left side, but Wan-Bissaka's there. And he clears it out for a throwing down the second side. Oh no, the referee gives it Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka now into Bruno. Tries to flick on, but Busquets there. Frankie de Jong first time into Roberto. Here we go with Balde. Frankie de Jong loses the ball. Manchester United now come away with it. Bruno over the top towards Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho rolls onto the ball on the halfway line. Tries to feed it out wide, but it's behind Fred. It allows Christensen to win it back. Casemiro will try and get the header. Rafinha, but Rafinha finds the pass into Kunde here on the centre circle. Rafinha, Busquets, Kessie on the centre circle. Barcelona moving the ball about with ease. Frankie de Jong on the ball. Goes out to the right side towards Kunde. Feeds it in behind to Rafinha. Martinez comes out wide to cover. Can't get away from Martinez, and he wins the ball. Manchester United now come away with it here. Martinez over the top to Fred. Kessie comes over to cover. Fred on the halfway line. Feeds it into Weghorst. Back to Fred on the halfway line. Looking for some movement. Tries to feed it out wide to Bruno, and he does. Bruno slips and wins the ball back. Wan-Bissaka makes a run, but he goes into Fred. Leaves it to Casemiro on the centre circle. Sancho is ahead of it, so is Shaw. But it goes backwards to Martinez. And Martinez just tells the Manchester United players to calm down here. Rafael Varane on the centre circle. Out to the side towards Wan-Bissaka. Bruno loses the ball there to Roberto, and he's brought down. Free kick Manchester United here. I don't think that was a free kick, but it is what it is. Here we go with Rafael Varane on the ball. Referee's just having a word with Xavi there. Referee's there, just reminding him. Varane. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka, back to Varane, over the top towards Fred on the right side. He's brought down by Christensen, but Christensen passes the back to Ter Stegen. He hits it high up into the air, but it's a missed kick. Balde gets ahead of Wan-Bissaka, but it falls to Frankie de Jong, backwards to Christensen, surrounded by Weghorst, into the path of Sergio Roberto, but Martinez is there. Just a bit of aggression there by Martinez. He brings down Robert Lewandowski. It's a free kick for Barcelona down the right side. Referee gives a free kick for Barcelona here on the right side where Balde steps over to take it. And again, the referee comes over to talk to Ten Hag now. Barcelona restart here. With a ball over top towards Kessie, easy in behind here. Martinez comes over to cover and he gets away from Martinez, but Martinez tracks back Roberto. And it's a Manchester United free kick here on the left hand side. The referee's losing the plot. Referee losing the pot here. Nah, he's on side here. Does well to track back Lisandro Martinez. David Gea restarts here on the left hand side for Manchester United. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1, 3-2 here on the aggregate scoreline. David Gea, high up into the air. Weghorst wins the header, but it falls to Sancho. Sancho into Fred. Fred first time into Wan-Bissaka, but he loses the ball there. And Robert Lewandowski has the ball here down the right side. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a Manchester United throwing. Wan-Bissaka now to take the throwing here. Into Sancho. Being held up here, and he's forced to go backwards to Varane. Martinez being charged down. And his ball's over top to Sturgeon, and Barcelona restart here on the right side. Araujo. Backwards to Sturgeon. Weghorst comes over to cover. Out to the right side towards Balde. First time. Touches forward. Tries to find De Jong, but Fred brings him down. Free kick Barcelona here on the right side. 28 minutes played. To Sturgeon. De Jong into Araujo. Backwards to Sturgeon here on the right side. Over the top towards Lewandowski, who heads it into the path of Roberto, but Martinez is there. And David Gea will just clear it down the line. Only into the path of Busquets, who heads it into the path of Lewandowski, but it's behind him. And Casemiro hits it first time out wide here towards Bruno. But it's over here. Goes out for a Barcelona throwing here on the right side. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Balde steps over to take the throwing. Into Kessie. Forced backwards by Casemiro. He gets away from Fred. And it comes off the Barcelona man, and it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here on the right side. Bruno steps over to take it. Bruno into Weghorst on the edge of the box here on the right side. He holds off Christensen. Tries to put the ball into the box, but it's intercepted. Fred can't keep it in play. Goes out for a Manchester United throwing here deep in the Barcelona half. 29 minutes played. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Ball whipped into the box. To Sturgeon, punches it away. It falls to Casemiro, but Rafinha's there to intercept, and Barcelona will try and counter, but Martinez is there on the halfway line, and Manchester United recover the ball here. All the way back to David Gea. Robert Lewandowski comes over to cover. He floats it up top towards Luke Shaw. Koundé tries to win the header. It goes out for a Manchester United throwing here on the left-hand side. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Luke Shaw comes over to take the throwing. Into Sancho. Sancho turns into Martinez. Martinez bites to David Gea. David Gea now on the ball here. 30 minutes into the game. Into the path of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka now holds onto the ball. Rafael Varane comes over to give him an option, but he goes backwards to De Gea. First time into Martinez, who has time to now bring the ball forward. Put his head up, find a pass for Manchester United. Martinez now. Out to that left-hand side towards Sancho in between the lines. Tries to find Luke Shaw, but it's intercepted. And Koundé tries to find Rafinha, who tries to feed it to Lewandowski, but Varane's there to intercept. And it's now Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line. Back to Rafael Varane. Over the top towards Wan-Bissaka, who finds himself in the Barcelona half. Sergio Roberto comes over to cover. Wan-Bissaka goes on one of his solos. Out wide here to Bruno. Bruno into the path of Fred. Fred turns. Casemiro first time over the top towards Sancho, who's in behind. Busquets is there, tracking back, and Koundé just clears it down the line where Rafael Varane is there to win the header. Roberto gets there first, but Bruno is there, and between him and Martinez, they come away with the ball. Rafael Varane now on the halfway line. Tries to feed it down the line to Weghorst, who gets there ahead of Christensen. He's looking for some movement. He can't find the pass. It's ricocheted off him. Weghorst wins it back, and it falls to Wan-Bissaka. Varane now on the ball. Out to the side side towards Bruno. Bruno into the middle there towards Martinez. Kessie comes over to cover. He gets away from him, bringing the ball forward. Casemiro is ahead of him. Lays it into the path of Luke Shaw. Down this left-hand side. 32 minutes played. Rashford now on the ball. 1-on-1 against Koundé. Into the box towards Weghorst, but it's over here, and Sturgel will gather it in his hands. And Barcelona restart here on the right side. Christensen now bringing the ball forward here for Barcelona. Manages to find the pass out wide to Balde, but it's overhit. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here. Bruno to take the throwing. Now Wan-Bissaka comes over to take it. Just before the halfway line. 1-2 with Varane. Goes backwards to Martinez. I thought he went out of play, but the referee didn't say anything. Martinez now into David De Gea here on the left-hand side. Feeds the ball high up into the air. David De Gea into Weghorst, but Christensen wins the header. De Jong first time into Busquets. Busquets can't get away from Fred. He takes the second attempt, and it's Balde now on the ball. Out wide to Koundé here down the right side. Koundé now bringing the ball forward here. Rashford is tracking back. Rafinha on the halfway line. Can't get away from Luke Shaw. Throwing. Barcelona on the halfway line. Koundé now to take the throwing. Over the top towards Sergio Roberto. Kessie is there to pick up the ball. Roberto on the ball being pushed back by Luke Shaw. It goes out for another Barcelona throwing here on the right side. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Koundé into Roberto. Gets away from Rashford. 1-on-1 against Casemiro, but Casemiro doing his defensive work. And it goes out for a throwing here down this right side. Koundé into Busquets. Out wide to Koundé. First time into Rafinha, but Rafinha touches ahead of him, and Fredford comes away with the ball. It's Jadon Sancho on the centre circle. Out to the right side towards Bruno. Can he keep it in play ahead of De Jong? No, he can't. It goes all the way back to Sturgeon here on the right side. Into the path of Araujo. Backwards to Sturgeon. To Sturgeon, first time into Christensen, who has time to turn on the edge of his own box. Bringing the ball forward. Out wide here to De Jong. De Jong holds on to it. And he brings the ball forward here for Barcelona. Intercepted there by Rashford. And Rashford into Sancho. Back to Rashford. Bruno to his left, but he holds on to the ball. Rashford into the path of Wan-Bissaka here. Manchester United try and counter here. One with Wan-Bissaka. Gets away from Sergio Roberto. Gets himself into the box. Tries to put a cross in there, but there's no one there. Bruno now on the ball. Into Sancho on the edge of the box, who has Casemiro. Casemiro out to the right side towards Wan-Bissaka. Fred is there, but Wan-Bissaka's pass is intercepted. He gets away from Kessie, finds Sancho out wide here to Fred. First time into the box, but there's no one there. And it goes out for a goal kick here on the right side. 35 minutes played. Manchester United 0. Barcelona 1. Barcelona restart here down the right side. To Sturgeon. Into the path of Araujo. Christensen in his own box. 35 minutes played. Just less than 10 of the 45 to go plus at a time. To Sturgeon here on the penalty spot. Into the path of Christensen. Bringing the ball forward here for Barcelona. Finds Sergio Roberto. Backwards to Sturgeon. Barcelona comfortable here. On the penalty spot. Out wide here. Towards Balder. Wan-Bissaka comes over to apply some pressure high up the pitch. Can he get away from it? Yes, he does. Balder bringing the ball forward, but Wan-Bissaka just gets a touch in there, but it falls to Kessie on the halfway line. Out wide to Rafinha. Kunde and Kessie make no overlapping runs. Which way is he going to go? He goes out wide to Kunde. Kunde one against Luke Shaw. Puts the ball deep into the box. Sergio Roberto will keep it alive, but Fred is there. Can he get there ahead of Balder? No, he can't. Balder wins the ball back here for Barcelona. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing. I thought that was a free kick. Referee's having none of it. Bruno now to take the throwing. Wan-Bissaka now to take the throwing here. On this left-hand side. Into Sancho, but his pass is intercepted by Sergio Roberto. Varane heads it away, but Casemiro comes away with the ball, and he hits it high up into the air towards Rashford. Rashford's 1-on-1 against Kunde here. What can he do here? Marcus Rashford. Kunde tracks him with the run. Rashford brings it central now. Shaw makes a rapid run. He gets away from Araujo, but Araujo does well to win the ball, and it falls to Martinez here on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw is through the middle, but it goes into Casemiro. Backwards to Martinez. Sancho comes over for the pass. Martinez holds on to the ball. Into Jadon Sancho. Tries to thread it through the middle, but it's intercepted there by Kessie. Rafinha now on the ball. On the halfway line. He's got Sergio Roberto, but it's intercepted there by Luke Shaw. And Jadon Sancho comes away with the ball. Into Rashford, who leaves it to Weghorst, but he's not on the same wavelength. And Araujo's there to clear it away. Varane wins the ball on the centre circle. Wan-Bissaka now being charged down by Lewandowski. And he finds the pass to Fred on the halfway line. First time it's Varane, who spins away from Sergio Roberto. And it goes back to Martinez. All the way back to David De Gea here on the left-hand side. 38 minutes played. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Courtesy of a penalty scored by Robert Lewandowski. Casemiro on the centre circle. Out to the right side towards Wan-Bissaka, but it's a misplaced pass by Casemiro, and Balder goes all the way back to Sturgeon, where Weghorst comes over to cover. Christensen holds onto the ball here. Backwards to Sturgeon. Weghorst will not stop running. Goes out wide to Kunde. Kessie, first time on the top towards Rafinha, but Martinez is there positioned, and Manchester United come away with it. Sancho loses the ball there too. Busquets is Robert Lewandowski on the centre circle. Rafinha is free down the left-hand side, plays a 1-2 with Roberto. Balde down the left-hand side. 1-2 with Roberto. Backwards to De Jong. And it goes out wide to Araujo. Christensen. Bringing the ball forward here. Can't get it, gets away, from Sancho. Balde down the left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka's there. He gets away from Bruno, and it's Balde on the halfway line. Kessie bringing the ball forward into the centre circle. Out to the right side towards Kunde. It's 2-on-1 down the right side if Kunde can keep it in. Yes, he does. He's got Rafinha behind him, and he finds it. Rafinha 1-on-1 against Casemiro. Into the box, finds Roberto and Rafinha with a shot. And it's over the bar. No control over that shot whatsoever. And Manchester United have a goal kick here. David De Gea from the goal kick here. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Into the middle there towards Casemiro's first time pass down the line. Can Weghorst get there ahead of Araujo? But Frankie de Jong is there, and he finds ter Stegen in the 6-yard box. Feeds it down from where it came. Can Kessie get there ahead of Wan-Bissaka? No, he can't, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick here for Barcelona on the right side. Second half here. Sorry, 40th minute. Sorry, should I say it? Christensen to restart the game here for Barcelona on the right side. into the path of Araujo. Araujo on the shine side. Goes backwards to Sturgeon. To Sturgeon holds onto the ball. Feeds it high up into the edge towards Kessie. Lewandowski's there, but Luke Shaw wins the header. It falls to Roberto. Out to the center side, it's Balder. 1-on-1 against Fred. Into the middle finds Frankie de Jong, who gets away from Bruno, bringing the ball forward into the path of Rafinha. Rafinha out wide to Lewandowski. Lewandowski holds onto the ball on the edge of the box. Into the path of Kunde down the right side. Rashford is tracking back. He's got Rafinha making the run off the ball, but Kunde holds onto it and goes backwards to Busquets. Into the middle towards de Jong. Gets away from Fred here. And it's now Christensen, Roberto, Kessie, all outside the edge of the Manchester United box. Out to the left hand side is Balder. Gets away from Bruno. Into the middle left finds Roberto. Tries to feed it back, but it's intercepted. It's going to fall to Rafinha. Robert Lewandowski gets it. Gets himself into the box. Feeds it out wide here to Kunde. First time back into the box, but it's headed away by Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United needs to be careful that they don't go 2 goals behind here in the first half. Kessie wins it back high up the pitch for Barcelona. While Vegas is there and it falls to Balda, and referee pulls it back for another Barcelona free kick here on the edge of the box down this left hand side. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1, courtesy of that man Robert Lewandowski. Barcelona have a free kick here on the 42nd minute. Now this would be a great opportunity for them to go 2 goals up. Manchester United are not in this game. They need half time to come as soon as possible. The last thing Ten Hag will want will be for a 2-goal deficit in the first half. Manchester United, Casemiro wins the header. It goes out for a corner down the right hand side. Rafinha steps over to take the corner here for Barcelona on the 43rd minute. They're a goal up. Can they make it to Shaw to the edge of the box here? But it's behind Balder and allows Manchester United players to get out of the box. Balder whips the ball in there, but it falls to Bruno, who heads it away. Araujo's there ahead of Sancho. He gets away from Vegas, high up into the air. Christensen can't win the header, and it's Fred who'll come away with the ball here. Into the middle finds Sancho on the centre circle, who's caught napping. Roberto comes away with the ball, and Martinez can't find anyone, and it falls to Busquets, and he goes all the way back to Sturgeon. And this is shocking by Manchester United standards. This is not what we would expect from this Manchester United side. Kunde gets away from Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw wins the ball back. Goes out for a Barcelona throwing here on the halfway line. 44 minutes played. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Martinez now. Backwards to De Gea. Intercepted there by Sergio Roberto, but Martinez is tracking back. He gets away from him. It's blocked by Varane. Manchester United, lucky Luke Shaw is brought down. Free kick Manchester United in their own parks here. Manchester United need to be careful here. Manchester United need to be careful here. Great challenge by Casemiro to deny the goal scoring opportunity there. High up into the air. Vego springs up holding the control here, but the referee pulls it back here for a free kick. Barcelona with 2 minutes of added time to. Araujo to take the free kick. High up into the air. Varane wins the header, but Lewandowski finds Kessie down the right side. 1-on-1 against Martinez, but it comes off Kessie and it goes out for a goal kick here on this left hand side. 1 minute to go here of the added time. De Gea to restart the game. High up into the air by David De Gea. Vegas battles it against Busquets, who wins the header. Casemiro flicks it on, but it falls to Araujo, and he'll leave it into Rata to Sturgeon. And Barcelona will just run the clock down here. To Sturgeon will wait for Vegas, and he'll gather it in his hands. Barcelona restarts here on the shine side. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1, 3-2 on aggregate to Barcelona. High up into the air by to Sturgeon. Casemiro jumps up against Kessie and he wins the header. And it falls to Christensen, and that's half time, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1, courtesy of that man Robert Lewandowski. Manchester United, that's probably the worst Manchester United performance we've seen since the comeback that they have mounted from the early onset. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll see you shortly. Here we go, second half coming up here on Car Sports Football. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. And Manchester United made a substitution here. I think Valvegos has come up for Anthony, which means Bruno playing down the left, Rashford through the middle, Sancho in behind. Let's have a look. Barcelona with the ball here from the kickoff, backwards to Balde, and Sancho can't keep it in play, goes out for a Barcelona throwing here on this left hand side. Balde to take the throwing here on this left hand side. Over the top towards Lewandowski, but it's over him. And Varane just hits it high up into the air. There's no need for that. Martinez can't keep it alive. Lewandowski brings the ball under control, but Sancho is there. Casemiro can't get there. Busquets finds Pedri. And Sancho goes all the way back to Luke Shaw, who goes all the way into the path of the keeper. David De Gea here on the right side of Manchester United. Restart here. De Gea on the penalty spot. Feeds the ball over the top towards Rashford, but Araujo's there to win the header. Bruno on the centre circle leaves it to Casemiro. Heads into the path of Martinez here on the right side. Martinez now on the ball. Out to the left hand side towards Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw can't get away from Rafinha and it falls to Koundé. Goes out for Manchester United throwing here on the left hand side. Luke Shaw steps over to take the throw in. Over the top towards Bruno, but Balde's there to win the header. Kessie is there. Rashford leaves it. Sancho picks up the ball into the path of Bruno. Bruno on the turn into Fred. Fred finds himself in the box. Oh! It's Fred here who scores! And Manchester United are now back in this game! 1.5 minutes from the second half kicking off. Manchester United win the ball back down this left hand side. Jadon Sancho into Bruno. Bruno takes it on the turn and drills it into the path of Fred, who takes it into the box. Beautiful first touch by Fred, and he slots it into the back of the net to make it 1-1. Old Trafford has finally come alive in this game. And what a moment it is! Straight from the kickoff. Splits the defenders, Fred. He gets in between both De Jong and Balde and takes the first time shot. And Ter Stegen is stretching and never gets there. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. Manchester United are back in this game. Rafinha and Xavi look on. And it's David De Gea on the penalty spot. Into the path of Casemiro down the right side. Over the top towards Anthony making running behind. He's got the head of Christensen. He finds himself in the box. Christensen does well, I think, to get a touch. And I think it goes out for a corner here. No, it comes off Anthony. Goal kick here on the left hand side. Christensen. Anthony's there to try and win the ball of Balde, but he gets away from him. Anthony wins it back. Brought down, free kick Manchester United here on the touchline. Down that right side, and Anthony there asking the Manchester United fans to come alive in this game. 49th minute played. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. Bruno to take the free kick down that right side. Takes it first time into Rashford. Rashford gets away from the defender on the right side. He cuts it back. Left foot cuts back in on his right. Busquets is tracking back. Rashford backwards to Bruno. Bruno gets it out of his feet. How's he going to claim for offside? Oh, is it Rashford? Rashford was offside. Just. To Sturgeon. To restart here on this left-hand side. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. 3-3 on aggregate. There is no away goals in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Balde down the left-hand side. Kunde down the right side. First time into Lewandowski. Tries to feed it in behind Kessie. But Martinez is there to cover. And he clears it down the line. Busquets hits it from where it came. Martinez wins the header. Fred can't get there. Falls to De Jong. And it goes into the path of Kessie. Kessie tries to turn Casemiro. But he brings Kunde into play. Kunde loses the ball to Sancho. And it goes out for a Barcelona throwing here down the right side. 50 minutes played. Kunde intercepted there by Shaw. Can he find a Manchester United player? He finds Fred. Fred on the turn. Feeds it into the path of Casemiro. First time into Wan-Bissaka on the centre circle. He's got Anthony down the right side. If he can find him, he can't. But Anthony does manage to recover the ball here. Backwards to Fred. Fred holds onto the ball here for Manchester United. And he goes backwards to De Gea on the edge of the box. Holds onto the ball and he finds Varane. Varane on the turn. Wide to Aaron Wan-Bissaka down the right side. He's got space to bring it forward. Anthony is short. Returns it back to Wan-Bissaka. Tries to feed it over the top towards Fred. And it'll go out for a Manchester United throwing here. Anthony on the ball. On the halfway line. Goes backwards to Rafael Varane. Varane holds onto the ball here down the right side. Feeds it into Martinez. And it goes all the way back to David De Gea. Casemiro coming short to pick up the ball. Tries to feed it down the line, high up into the air towards Wan-Bissaka. Christensen wins the header and he allows Rashford to pick up the ball. He's got Wan-Bissaka, Sancho making the run into the box. But it's a heavy touch. Rashford wins it back here, gets himself into the box. And it's side netting. Goal kick here on this left-hand side. To Sturgeon to restart the game on the 52nd minute. Araujo on this left-hand side. Feeds the ball, intercepted there by Casemiro. He's got Anthony to his right and he finds him. Bruno's ahead of him. Anthony on the turn. Returns it back to Casemiro. Edge of the box. Intercepted there and Barcelona come away with it. Manchester United need to try and capitalise with Barcelona napping here. Frankie de Jong. Into the middle left finds Rafinha. Tries to get away from Fred and finds Roberto. Returns it back to Rafinha. He leaves it to Kessie. Kunde makes a rapid run. Sancho is tracking back. And he goes back to Frankie de Jong. Into Busquets. Back to Frankie de Jong. And he lays it into the path of Christensen on the centre circle. Roberto on the centre circle. Out to that right side towards Rafinha. Kessie makes a run in behind, so does Kunde. But Rafinha goes central into Roberto. Roberto tries to feed it back to Rafinha, but he's behind him. And Manchester United now come away with it here with Bruno, Rashford, Casemiro out to the centre side towards Jadon Sancho. Is he onside here? We'll have to wait and see. Kunde is tracking back. Bruno makes an overlapping run. Sancho 1-on-1 against him, but it's just a heavy touch. And it allows Kunde to get a vital touch. And it goes out for a throwing here for Manchester United. Taken quickly by Bruno. Sancho back to Bruno. Looking for some movement ahead, but he's forced to go backwards. And it's now Martinez. Brought down there. Free kick Manchester United here on this left-hand side. Bruno and Luke Shaw step out this free kick down this left-hand side. Now would be a great time for Manchester United to get the second goal. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. Old Trafford. This is the loudest it's been all game. It's taken Manchester United to equalise for them to wake up. Luke Shaw with the ball into the box, headed away. It falls to Anthony on the edge. Left foot. Saved by Ter Stegen. Barcelona restart here. High up into the air by Ter Stegen. Has he caught Manchester United napping? No, he hasn't. Because Luke Shaw's there to win the header. And Wan-Bissaka picks up the ball here. Roberto's tracking back. Wan-Bissaka holds on to him. Tells Anthony to push forward. Casemiro on the ball. Marcus to Martinez. How we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? 55th minute played. Manchester United won. Barcelona won. Barcelona went a goal up in the 60th minute when it won a penalty. But Varane tries to feed Rashford. And Ter Stegen's there to gather it in his hands. And Araujo's holding onto his groin here. Araujo's holding onto his groin here. He's struggling here. Christensen on the ball. Let's see if he can shrug that off. Bringing the ball forward into the path of Roberto. Backwards to Christensen. Goes out to that left-hand side towards Balde. Balde returns it to Roberto, who's got space. Varane comes over to cover. Backwards to Balde, who gets away from Varane, but it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here down the right side. Manchester United got the equaliser on the 46th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Courtesy of that man, Fred. Now, one thing we have to bear in mind, there are no away goals now in European football. Manchester United won, Barcelona won. It's a straight shootout. Whoever scores more goals wins. But we still have a penalty shootout if it stays like this. Varane headed away by Busquets. Kessie finds De Jong. Fred wins the ball back, but De Jong recovers it, and it's Balde now on this left-hand side. Into the pass of Christensen. 56th minute played. Manchester United won, Barcelona won. Ter Stegen on the edge of the box. Floats it out to the right side towards Koundé, who tries to flick on, but Luke Shaw is there. And between the pair, Martinez, they managed to win the ball back. Luke Shaw now into the pass of Casemiro, who takes it on the turn. Bruno Fernandes on the centre circle. Holds onto the ball, and he was forced to go backwards, and it's Martinez who recovers the ball here for Manchester United. And Manchester United restart. Martinez into the pass of David De Gea here on the right side. Floats the ball high up to the left-hand side towards Sancho. He wins the header. But there's no one there for Manchester United. Goes out for a throwing here. Koundé to take it. Koundé can't get away from Martinez here from the throwing, and he tries to feed over the top towards Anthony, but Christensen is there. Roberto picks it up on the halfway line, and he unleashes Balde, who tries to pull down that left-hand side. One-on-one against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's looking for a pass, but he decides to go down the outside. He catches Wan-Bissaka napping, but Wan-Bissaka forces him to go backwards. Anthony's tracking back. Ball whips into the box towards Lewandowski, but Martinez is there. Sancho wins the ball. He's brought down. Actually, no, referee carries on. Koundé can't get away from Fred. Rashford returns it back to Fred. Koundé tracking back. Fred tries to the ball into the Barcelona half. He's got no one ahead of him, but he's going to try and go on his own here down the center side. Araujo is there. He's brought down Fred, but Rashford comes on the ball. He gets himself into the box. 1-on-1 against the keeper. No one's there on the back pause. And is cleared away, but Fred wins the ball back. He gets away from Rafinha. Into the middle left finds Casemiro. Anthony's free, but he goes over the top. Koundé wins the header. And Busquets, calm, gets away. But it's intercepted there by Martinez, and it's Casemiro. This is getting a bit end-to-end here. And this is going to favour Manchester United. Anthony on the right side. 1-on-1 against Balde. Shimmies on his left foot into Wan-Bissaka. Tries to take it in his stride, but he loses the ball. And Barcelona come away with it. And it's Frankie de Jong who brings him down. And it's a free kick. Sorry, Frankie de Jong who's brought down. Free kick here on this left-hand side. And there's a breakout here. There's a breakout here. Because Bruno just launches the ball into the path of Frankie de Jong whilst he's on the floor. Manchester United won, Barcelona won here. Bruno gets a yellow card. And Araujo, I think, gets a yellow card. Smashes the ball into his midriff. 59th minute played. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. Goes all the way back to Sturgeon here on the left-hand side. Approaching the 60th minute here. High up into the air. Into Balden on the left-hand side, who finds himself behind Wan-Bissaka. Tries to put the ball into the box, but it's overhit. Can Rafinha keep it in play here? Koundé is there. Goes a throw. A Manchester United throwing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. How are we doing? Are we Manchester United fans? Are we Barcelona fans? Or are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. Luke Shaw now to take the throw into Rashford. Headed on, but it's intercepted there by Busquets. Casemiro wins the header. Bruno picks it up on the centre circle. He's got Anthony free down the right side if he can find him. Anthony now, one-on-one against Balder. What can he do here? A barrel of tricks. Oh, and he loses the ball, but he manages to win the ball backwards to Fred. And he goes into the path of Casemiro. Martinez on the centre circle. Feeds it in between the lines towards Shaw, but it's intercepted. Bruno wins the ball. Can Sancho get there? No, he can't. And Balda picks up the ball here down this left-hand side and just hits it away. If in doubt, just get it out. Wan-Bissaka wins the header. Bruno brings the ball under control. He can't get away from Balda. And it falls to Christensen, who plays a 1-2 with Busquets. And it goes all the way back to Sturgeon. Koundé down this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward here for Barcelona. Into Kessie. Kessie finds himself in the Manchester United half and he gets away from Luke Shaw. Out to the right side towards Rafinha, who's one-on-one against Martinez. Gets himself on the edge of the box. Tries to return it back to Kessie and he goes out for a goal kick here. Down the right side. Bruno. Into Wan-Bissaka, who gets away from Balder into the path of Varane. Varane's got Anthony in behind. If he can find him, is Anthony onside? We'll have to wait and see. Anthony gets himself into the box. He's got 4 players to aim for. Left foot shot is blocked by De Jong. And it falls to Balder. And it's Barcelona now the ball on that left-hand side. Gets away from Fred. De Jong is brought down. Barcelona win a free kick down that left-hand side. To Sturgeon now in the 6-yard box. Feeds the ball down the line to the left-hand side. Koundé is there to win the header, but it falls to Shaw. Shaw can't find Sancho, and it falls to Roberto. Roberto into Rafinha on the centre circle. He's got Robert Lewandowski in behind, but Martinez does well just to slow it down, and Fred wins the ball back, and Casemiro comes away with the ball on the centre circle. First time over the top to the left-hand side towards Rashford, but it's overhit, and it goes out to Sturgeon. Here we go with Frankie de Jong on this left-hand side. Into the middle left, finds Roberto. Out to that left-hand side towards Balda, making the run behind. Anthony's tracking back. And Wan-Bissaka out of position. One-on-one against Anthony. What's he going to do this time? A couple of step-overs. Goes around the inside. Goes around the outside. It's forced to go backwards to Rafinha. Barcelona keep it alive. Frankie de Jong now on the ball. 1-2 with Roberto. De Jong. Floats one back post towards Koundé, and Sancho lets him win the header, and De Gea is forced to tip it over the bar. Barcelona corner down the right side on the 63rd minute. Rafinha to take the corner. Left foot near post, headed away by Bruno. Falls to Kessie. Into the pass of De Jong on this right side. Floats one into the box beautifully, but it's headed away by Varane. Kessie picks it up on the edge of the box. His shot is straight to the hands of David De Gea. And Manchester United restart here with David De Gea on this right side. It's getting a bit end-to-end in this game. Getting a bit frantic in this second half, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno to Martinez. Floats the ball over the top and it falls to Sancho. Finds Luke Shaw, but Koundé is there. Sancho picks it up on the halfway line, but goes out for a throwing here. Barcelona throwing on the halfway line. 64th minute. Looks like Alejandro Garnacho is going to be coming on. And Dalot. Luke Shaw. Intercepted there by Busquets. It falls to Kessie. Kessie takes it on the turn. He's got Balde free down the left-hand side if he can find him. But Anthony's tracking back just enough. And it falls to David De Gea here on the right side. David De Gea restarts. High up top towards Anthony down the right side. Christensen wins the header. Balde brings the ball under control on the halfway line. He's got Fred and Wan-Bissaka for cover. And it goes out for a throwing here on the halfway line. Fred has been phenomenal in this game. 65th minute. Christensen struggling here. Looks like Dalot is going to be coming on here for Manchester United. And it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka who comes off. I wonder why. I feel like Wan-Bissaka's done well down that right side. Maybe because we need him on Sunday as well. And Sancho coming off. So Sancho comes off and Garnacho comes on. So it allows Bruno to play through the middle. Garnacho, what is he doing with his hair? Dalot to take the throw. Fred, backwards to Dalot, into the path of Anthony. Anthony back to Dalot. Goes all the way back to Varane. And Varane goes back to David De Gea. Manchester United restart here on this right side. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. Martinez to take the to restart the game on the edge of his own box. Back to David De Gea. And it's now De Gea. High up into the air. Bruno brings the ball under control on the centre circle. And he finds Rashford. Back to Bruno. Bruno manages to keep control of the ball. Out wide to Anthony. Dalot makes overlapping run. Anthony bringing the ball forward. Lays it into the pass of Dalot. Hold 1-on-1 against Balde. Tries to get away from him. Slip in the box by Christensen. Barcelona managed to get away but forced to Casemiro here. Can Manchester United keep this pressure alive? Martinez. Out wide to Anthony on that right side. Balde comes over the cover. Dalot makes a rapid run. Anthony into the pass of Bruno. Bruno on the turn. Out. He's holding on to the ball. Into the box towards Fred. But it's headed away by Koundé. And Garnacho will keep it alive here on the left-hand side. Alejandro Garnacho. 1-on-1 against the defender. Into the pass of Fred. Fred down the left-hand side. Tries to go around the outside of Busquets. Manages to find the ball into the box. But Sturgeon is there. And Barcelona restart here on the left-hand side. 67 minutes played. To Sturgeon. Into the path of Araujo. He looked to have shrugged off that knock that he felt earlier in the second half. Araujo out to the right side towards Koundé. Koundé down the line, but into Rafinha. Rafinha finds Robin Lewandowski on the centre circle, who switches it out to Balde down that left-hand side. Dalot is there for cover. Balde keeps it in play. Can he go around the outside of Dalot? No, yes, he can. And he gets away from it, but Dalot sticks a foot out, and it falls to Anthony. Being held up by 2 Barcelona players, and he's looking for some help. It goes out for a Manchester United throwing here. Looks like Barcelona going to be making a substitution here. Martinez into Casemiro. Backwards to De Gea. High up into the air. Down this left-hand side. Garnacho can't keep it in play. It goes out for a Barcelona throwing in the Manchester United half. Koundé to take it. Koundé to take the throwing here. Into Roberto. Casemiro's there to win the ball. Garnacho can't get it off Koundé and it makes its way back to Araujo. And it's now Christensen on the ball on the 69th minute. All the way back to Sturgeon. Bruno will try and charge it down. He clears it down the line high up into the air. Luke Shaw wins the header. Martinez can't win the second one. Kessie can't get there. And Casemiro will just get it out of play. Goes out for a throwing here down this left-hand side. Barcelona making a substitution here. Ferran Torres coming on. And Sergio Roberto coming on. Martinez brings down Lewandowski. The referee pulls it back for a free kick on the 70th minute here. Oh, it's Manchester United who get the free kick. Lewandowski's going to get a yellow card for that foul. Still on the ground here, Lewandowski. Lewandowski there gets a yellow card. I didn't even see that stamp on Casemiro's foot. Yellow card for Lewandowski here. Casemiro still on the ground. 71 minutes played. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1. Casemiro's back up on his feet. Hobbling here. Is he going to be okay to carry on? We'll have to wait and see. Manchester United fans will hope so. Luke Shaw restarts here. Martinez here on the right side. Rafael Varane is to his right. Casemiro in the centre circle. But it goes out wide to Rafael Varane on the right side. Manchester United now trying to bring the ball into the Barcelona half. Into the pass of Dalot. And he goes into the path of Martinez here on the right side. 72 minutes play. Manchester United 1, Barcelona 1 here on Couch Sports forward Martinez with a ball over the top to the left hand side. Luke Shaw will try and keep it in play here. And it falls to Bruno. Bruno gets away from Rafinha, gets himself into the box, lays it past Garnacho. Garnacho's shot is blocked. It falls to Fred on the edge. His shot is blocked. Anthony's shot is into the back of the net. And Anthony makes it 2-1 here. And listen to that Old Trafford crowd. 2 substitutions. Link up there, Garnacho and Anthony. And Manchester United 2-1 up in this tie. Barcelona struggled to get it out of play. They struggled to recover so many ricochets from shots. And it falls to Anthony, who puts it into the back of the net and makes it 2-1 here. And Manchester United may just be progressing into the next round of the Europa League. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Manchester United are now 2 goals up against, it's 2-1 up against Barcelona. 4-3 on the aggregate. And we still have 15 minutes, 15 minutes to go. Robert Lewandowski can't find Ferran Torres. It falls to Frankie de Jong. Tries to feed it forward, but Dalot is there to cover and he clears it down the line. Garnacho against Kunde. Garnacho tries to bring the ball under control. He's brought down. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here on the left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. It's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football. 74th minute played. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. And Barcelona are bringing on Ansu Fati for Rafinha. Interesting. Fati for Rafinha. Throwing over the top towards Bruno. Frankie de Jong picks up the ball. He gets away from it. Finds Roberto, but Casemiro's there. Can Rashford keep it in play here? Yes, he does. But he can't get away from Araujo. It goes out for a Manchester United throwing here. Down this left-hand side. 75th minute played. How are we all to it? Where are we from and who do we support? Are we Manchester United fans? Are we Barcelona fans? Are we just fans of football? Let me know where you're from. Let's talk. 75th minute. Manchester United 2. Barcelona 1. Luke Shaw to take the throwing. Into the path of Bruno. Araujo is there. So is Torres. And it goes out for another Manchester United throwing here. 76th minute played. Luke Shaw steps over to take it. Garnacho is there. So is Rashford. Rashford on the ball. Can't get away from Frankie de Jong. Araujo is there. Turns away from Rashford. He can't get away from Bruno. There's going to be a free kick. Barcelona down this left-hand side. Araujo claimed for that one. And Barcelona managed to restart here. To Sturgeon on the 6-yard box. Bringing the ball forward into the path of Christensen here down this left-hand side. Former Chelsea player. They had Marcus Alonso in the team last week. This time they've got Christensen. De Jong now on the ball. Into the path of Araujo here on this left-hand side. Araujo bringing the ball forward here for Barcelona into the Manchester United half. Bruno comes over to cover into the path of Kunde. First time into Torres. Torres into the middle of Busquets on the centre circle. And it's now De Jong. Fred comes over to cover. De Jong holds onto the ball. And it comes out wide here to Kunde. Garnacho is there, but Shaw wins the ball and Shaw comes away with it. Referee pulls it back for foul on Kunde here. And Barcelona have a free kick and Garnacho gets a yellow card for his troubles. Alejandro Garnacho with a yellow card there. Free kick. Barcelona down the shine side. Ferran Torres steps over to take it. On the 77th minute, we have just under 13 of the 90 to go plus added time. There is no away goals in this game, but there still can be extra time. Can Barcelona create something here? Torres whips the ball into the box. Headed away. Falls to Kunde here. Fred comes over to cover. Balde, goes around the outside. Busquets whips the ball into the box. Martinez is there to head it away. Fati tries to keep it alive. Martinez again with the header. It falls to Balde here. Into the path of Kunde. Kunde turns. Out wide, but it's intercepted there by Garnacho. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. And he now drives with the ball forward. 1-on-1 against Kunde. Gets himself into the Barcelona half. He's got Fred in the middle and he finds it. Fred returns the pass. Garnacho's here down this left side. He's got Rashford and Anthony. He puts it across the middle. It's a behind Rashford. And Barcelona managed to clear it away. But Fred wins the ball off De Jong. But there's no Manchester United player there to recover. And it's just cleared down the line. Fati wins the ball off Dalot. But Varane's there to pick up the loose ball. And it's Anthony now. Into Casemiro. Bringing the ball forward. Into the path of Anthony. He gets away from the defender. Finds Rashford on the edge of the box. Takes the shot. Oh! It's the side netting. It's the side netting. Barcelona managed to win the ball into the Manchester United half with Frankie de Jong. Fred comes over to cover. Into the path of Lewandowski. Martinez brings him down. Game carries on with Casemiro here on the centre circle. Garnacho to his left. Bruno to his right. He goes into Anthony down that right side. Anthony bringing the ball forward on the 79th minute. Feeds it into Rashford. Can Rashford get the head of Araujo? No, he can't. And Araujo comes away with it here on the 79th minute. Balde. Busquets. De Jong. Bringing the ball into the Manchester United half. Finds Fati, but Varane's there to cover. And he goes back to Dalot. And it's Martinez on the ball. Varane on the shine side, bringing it forward. Anthony. Rashford's gone down off the ball here, and he stayed down. I don't think he has. I think he's just stayed down, really. Manchester United 2. Barcelona 1 here. Anthony with the winning goal. So far, 80th minute. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Where are you from and who do you support? Are you Manchester United fans? Are you Barcelona fans? Or are you just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. Rashford stayed on the ground here. Looks like Marcos Alonso is going to be coming on here for Barcelona. Scored the first goal in this tie. In the reverse fixture. From the corner. Manchester United caught napping in that first tie. 81st minute here. And it's Araujo that's going to be coming off. Interesting. Araujo is coming off for Alonso, which is very interesting. You're still in this game. It's only a goal, and you take off Araujo, who's played well against the defenders, unless Koundé goes into the centre-back position and Alonso goes down the left. We'll have to wait and see. Or are they going to do wing-backs? Because they have Balde. De Jong to take the throwing here. Busquets now returns it back to Dalot. And Dalot just clears it high up into the air. 8 minutes to go. Garnacho can't get down the centre circle. It falls to Torres. And it's now Christensen. No, he stayed with Alonso in the middle. Christensen finds Torres into the middle of Busquets on the centre circle. Into the path of De Jong. They're in between the lines here for Manchester United. Busquets. Backwards to Alonso. Alonso into the middle there towards Fati. Fati tries to find Lewandowski. And it's intercepted there by Casemiro, and Garnacho now comes away with a ball here. One-on-one against Koundé. He's got the better of him once before. Can he get the better of him this time? And he does, and he's brought down by Busquets. And that's going to be a yellow card here for Busquets. 82 minutes played. Garnacho does well just to come away with it. Manchester United have a free kick here in the Barcelona half. And the fans saying Viva Garnacho. Martinez there having a word with the ref, so is Bruno. Busquets with the yellow card. Comes over to help out Garnacho. As Manchester United who restart. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Manchester United could be possibly going into the next round. It's not over yet. It's not over. Barcelona still have only a 1-goal deficit to come back. There's no away goals in this game. Insane to think that they've taken away the away goal rule and there's 7 goals in this game. In the PSG Bayern Munich, there's 3 goals in that one, I think. The Barcelona supporters trying to do their bit for their club. 84th minute. Martinez there and Shaw looking for something in the bag. And Garnacho's back up on his feet now. Just running the clock now on Garnacho. Oh, he does get he has got blood in his mouth. He has cut something. 84th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 2. Barcelona 1, 4-3 on aggregate. Garnacho, the shoulder leaves it to Martinez here. Martinez over the top towards Anthony, who's making the run behind. Is headed on into Dalot. Can he get there ahead of Fati? No, he can't. Fati holds onto the ball, but Dalot wins it back off him on the try side, but he can't keep it in play. And it goes out for a Barcelona throwing here down the left-hand side. Approaching the 85th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Balde to take the throwing here. Balde headed away by Dalot. Casemiro tries to get there ahead of De Jong, and he does, but it falls to Kessie, and Kessie finds De Jong, but he can't get away. He gets away from Martinez. Robin Lewandowski's brought down by Casemiro, and that's a tactical yellow card if I've ever seen one. And Manchester United have the ball. Sorry, Barcelona have the ball here. Busquets now on the ball. Into De Jong. Christensen back to Busquets on the centre circle, bringing it forward. Feeds it out to the shine side towards Torres. Torres against Garnacho. Goes on the inside this time, and he gets himself on the edge of the box. He gets away from the Manchester United players, but he's brought down. But Alonso out wide here towards Kessie. Can he keep it in play? He can't. It goes out for a goal kick on the 86th minute. David here to restart here on the shine side. Sorry, 3.5 minutes of the 90 to go plus added time. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. David here restarts here on the 6-yard box. High up into the air. Shaw tries to bring it down on the halfway line. Garnacho is there. Shaw wins it back. Gets away from the players, but he's brought down, throwing here down the left-hand side for Manchester United. It looks like McTominay is going to be coming on here for Casemiro. It's Rashford. Marcus Rashford's coming off here. And Scott McTominay comes on. Just to shore up that middle of the pitch. Marcus Rashford. We need you on Sunday, Marcus. We need you on Sunday. McTominay's come on here in the middle of the park just to shore it up. McTominay flicks on, but it falls to Christensen. Bruno is charging him down, but he's forced into the corner and goes out for a Barcelona throwing here down the left-hand side. Koundé to take it. Koundé with a long throwing. Kessie brings the ball under control. Headed away by Torres into the path of Fred. Fred tries to find Garnacho, but Bush gets there, and he finds a beautiful pass into De Jong, who brings the ball forward here for Barcelona. Out to the shine side towards Torres, but Varane is there, and De Gea will just hoof it high up into the air. Koundé gets there, and Shaw hits it off Kessie. Goes out for a Manchester United throwing with 2 minutes to go here. Luke Shaw to take the throwing here. I'd say about 5 minutes of added time. Luke Shaw here on the shine side. Into the middle towards Scott McTominay. Holds onto the ball here, but it goes out for another Manchester United throwing. 88 minutes here, 1.5 to go. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Luke Shaw now. Over the top towards McTominay, who's in behind here, but he can't get away from Christensen. And he'll go out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. Ter Stegen. He starts the game here on this left-hand side for Barcelona with 1 minute of the 90 to go plus added time. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Ter Stegen into Christensen. Feeds the ball down the line. Falls into Torres, but he slips and it allows Luke Shaw to win the ball back over the top towards Garnacho. But Bruno's there to win it back. Tries to feed it first time over the top towards McTominay. Is he in behind? He's in the box here on this left-hand side. But he'll just hold the ball up here. And he's got Garnacho alongside him. Garnacho, one-on-one against the defender. Manchester United just keep ball. Casemiro loses the ball to Torres, and it's De Jong who comes away with it, and he gets away from Fred, and he now brings the ball forward here. Casemiro needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Luke Shaw makes a tackle, but it falls to Torres. Torres driving with the ball. Casemiro's tracking back, but he's not going to make a touch. Varane's there, and Martinez between the pair, clear it away, and Anthony gathers it in his ball. Anthony now gets away from Balda, but he loses the ball, and it falls to Kessie. Barcelona on top here with 5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Manchester United needs to be careful they do not get an equalizer here. The last thing they'll want is for this game to go into added time. De Jong into Lewandowski. Out to the shine side towards Koundé. First time into the box. Cleared away by Fred. Martinez heads it on his way, and Bruno tries to get there ahead of De Jong. And it's free kick Manchester United here. Garnacho now on the left-hand side. One-on-one against Christensen. He goes on the inside this time, but Christensen's there. And he goes all the way back to Sturgeon on the 6-yard box. And it's Barcelona now to restart here. 5 minutes of added time. We've got 4 minutes to go. Kessie. Balde. Back to Kessie. Alonso. Into the path of Christensen down the left-hand side. Koundé is alongside him. Into the middle towards Busquets. First time passes towards Torres. It's intercepted there by Martinez. Robin Lewandowski tries to go around the outside of Martinez. And it goes out for a Barcelona free kick here on the left-hand side. Busquets asking for more. He's not got it. Torres, first time into Alonso on the centre circle. Out to that left-hand side towards Balde. Brings the ball under control. Gets away from Dalot, and he finds Fati. Fati on the touchline. Goes backwards to Alonso. 3.5 to go. To Sturgeon, coming so far out to pick up the ball. Christensen on the halfway line. Tries to get away from Bruno, and he feeds out wide, but it's intercepted there by Luke Shaw. And it's Luke Shaw now coming away with the ball. Casemiro over the top towards Bruno. Tries to flick on, but there's no one there. And it goes out for a Barcelona throwing here on the left-hand side with 3 minutes to go. Ten Hag not happy with this. To Sturgeon now on the ball with 3 minutes to go. Bringing the ball forward here. Into the path of Alonso. Bruno comes over to cover. Alonso bringing the ball forward here for Barcelona. Into the path of Balde down the left-hand side. Fati is sure if he can find it. Fred comes over to cover. Balde gets away from him, and he's now one-on-one against Anthony. Into the middle finds De Jong. De Jong tries to feed in between the lines, but Varane is there to clear it, and he finds Busquets on the centre circle. Out to the shine side towards Torres, who keeps it in play here. One-on-one against Garnacho. Ball point to the box is headed away by Fati, I think. And Anthony picks up the ball and just clears it high up into the air. Manchester United needs to be careful here. Throwing here on the shine side for Manchester United. With 2 minutes to go. Oh, he's giving the handball. He's giving the handball. Free kick Manchester United. But Manchester United lose the ball, and it's De Jong into Lewandowski. Here we go with Fati. Sorry, Kessie out to the shine side towards Torres. Torres in behind to Lewandowski. One-on-one with the keeper. Varane with the clearance. Casemiro flicks it on. And it goes out for a corner. Manchester United lucky there. Caught off guard. Varane on the goal lines denies an opportunity here. And Martinez there celebrates with Varane. Great last-ditch challenge there by Rafael Varane. 1 minute to go here. Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Ten Hag there, eager for this game to end in full 90 minutes. He doesn't want to play any more than he has to. Manchester United are winning this game as it stands. David Gea to restart. Sorry, no, Martinez to restart on the centre circle. Out to that right side towards Anthony, who brings the ball under control. 1-on-1 against Balder. Fatih's tracking back. Anthony holds on to it. And it goes out for a goal kick with 30 seconds to go. To Sturgeon to restart. Into the path of Christensen on his left-hand side. Bruno trying to track back. Christensen trying with the ball. He gets away from Christensen into the Barcelona half. Intercepted there by Casemiro. Into the path of Bruno. The referee carries on. Bruno into Garnacho. Can he keep in play? Yes, he does down his left-hand side. He's 1-on-1 against Kunde. Is there another moment here? Misplaced pass by Garnacho, and it allows Alonso to win the ball back. And the referee blows for full time. It's finished. Barcelona 3. Manchester United 4, and Manchester United are through to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. They come back from a goal down to win this game 2-1, and it finishes 4-3 on the night. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all that came by. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Peace.